FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell visited Puerto Rico to learn firsthand how reconstruction is going after the devastating passages of Hurricanes Irma and Maria in September of 2017, as well as the earthquakes of 2020. Francis Felix has more on those efforts.
FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell visited Puerto Rico this week and held meetings with several officials and the agency's local team as part of the events leading up to the commemoration of the 5-year mark of Hurricane Maria. The administrator's agenda focused on the achievement of over 10,000 obligated projects and the mitigation opportunities available in the reconstruction progress. This trip marks Criswell's second visit to Puerto Rico since taking office as FEMA Administrator in 2021. During her meeting with Governor Pedro Pierluisi and Federal Disaster Recovery Coordinator Jose Vaquero, the officials reviewed the stages in which various reconstruction projects are under the Hazard Mitigation Grant Program and the expediting of funds to rebuild critical infrastructure through FEMA's Accelerated Awards Strategy, a pilot initiative that began in Puerto Rico.
The relationship we have developed with FEMA since my administration took office last year has resulted in clear and constant advances in Puerto Rico's recovery for the benefit of our people. We have had a constant communication and full collaboration, working together as a team towards a more agile reconstruction. In fact, most, if not all, of the requests we have made to FEMA have been granted.
For his part, the administrator also reaffirmed her and the agency's commitment to the projects that are pending and allocation of funds. She recognized that the speed of the project is not perceived.
However, we recognize the concern that recovery may not seem like it's moving fast enough 5 years later. But I can tell you here, the work has never stopped, and it won't stop. The recovery, it is ongoing. Our focus has been on providing initial grant funding, emergency funding, to make sure that we could have temporary repairs to keep the country or the Commonwealth moving, and helping the Commonwealth determine what a long-term recovery plan should be, and now the resources are in place to help implement these projects.
As of today, the island has over $126 million in mitigation funds, a tool that also supports the work of the municipalities during an emergency.
And building back the island to be even more resilient than before. As we work to define and scope the projects that are going to be rebuilding, we want to make sure that we take the time to ensure that they are going to be stronger, that they are going to be more resilient against the future threats that we are going to face.
Following the passage of Hurricane Maria, FEMA has allocated more than $41 billion in recovery funds to Puerto Rico, in addition to the more than $50 billion disbursed in individual public assistance, among other programs that address emergencies under the Federal Statute Act. Reporting from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.